She ran her first marathon at 48, and the doctor said, no more running those marathons. You know what happens when you tell a woman no, right? You run for your life, that's what happens. So, from that point on, it lit a fire. Now she's an accomplished runner, world class. I would like to introduce to you the one and only Sheridan. Come on out here.
Yay!
Now you have your choice.
Thank you. That was very
Thank you very
sweet.
much. Do you want to use the mic there? Do you want to use
I'll try the, can you guys hear me?
I went to the music down.
handheld? There you go.
Good morning. Hi. I just have to tell you something funny about that music. Ina, who invited me to come speak today, asked me, oh, you know, pick out a piece of music that you'd like for when you come out on stage. I said, sure. And I knew that this song, In Excess, 70s or early 80s, I don't know. I just like the energy, it was good energy, you want to hear it? So I couldn't remember the name of it. I don't know if I ever heard the name, and I knew it had some words in it like love of manifestation. I'm typing it in, looking for the lyrics. And I found it, and it's called Suicide Blonde.
Suicide Blonde.
Suicide Blonde. I'm thinking, oh God, Ina, hi, good morning, here's my music this morning, you know. I don't know what she's thinking now. I was like, okay. Anyway, it did have good energy, so that was the point. Anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. I'm excited to be here and share with you today. And since we have a nice, intimate group, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take all of you guys on an adventure this morning, okay? Ready? Are you with me? On an adventure. What we're going to do is I want you to just sit there and relax, maybe close your eyes, maybe just take a few minutes. We're going to go on a virtual adventure. We're going to go for a run. Now, for those of you who aren't runners, that's okay. Just come on, this is virtual. You're not going to have to do anything special. Just sit in your seat and just sit back, and here we go. We're going to go to India, okay? We're going to go to the Himalayas. Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay. Just relax. Okay, put your running shoes on. Put a pair of shorts on, t-shirt. Put a jacket on, because where we're at is a little bit cool. We're in a village in Kardunla. It's at 14,000 feet in the Himalayas. It's a beautiful, magical place. It's a green valley. All the waters from the Himalayas run down into this beautiful valley. Population is about 10. The Ladakhi natives, there's about 10. There's about 50 yaks and goats. That's okay. Kind of loud and obnoxious. But here we are in our running gear. Okay. Mine is color coordinated because I want my shoes to match my shorts. For you guys, picture yourself buff. Your muscles are strong. You're looking good. You have calves of steel. Women, you're just ready to go. We're going to take this run. Okay. Did I tell you we're going to run 138 miles nonstop? Okay, come on, hang with me, come on. This is an adventure, we're on an adventure. We're going to start in the village. And I don't want you to think about the fact that the Indian government sent you a letter a couple weeks ago and said, it is humanly impossible for a person to run in the Himalayas 138 miles nonstop. Okay, don't think about that, come on, we're going to be positive. We're going to just take a deep breath, and we're going to go, okay, we can do this. We look good. We look really good. We're gonna get on that start line. Okay, I don't want you to think about the fact that you have to run 5.5 marathons back to back, and the very first one is starting at 14,000 feet, and you're going straight up to 18,000 feet, 26 miles. Okay, come on, it's okay, this is fun. This is fun, and we're gonna do this, and wait, come on, you're looking good, you've trained, you're gonna be there. Okay, now, okay. Did I tell you that you slept in a tent the last 2 nights? And you're a little bit dusty, and there was a windstorm, and your back is a little cranky because it was rocky, and you heard the yaks for 2 nights. And, okay, that's okay. Don't think about that part. Just kind of concentrate on the positive, awe-inspiring fact that you're going to try to do something that's never been done. Okay. Don't think about the fact that people have told you you're a kook, you're crazy, you're too tall, you're too pretty, you're not pretty enough. Somebody said, what was the word he used? Masochistic. That was a good one. I don't want you to think about that because we can do this, okay? Well, come on, just forget the negative and just be on that start line. Okay, the other thing, I forgot to tell you this. Don't think about the fact that there's 5 other people that are going to run this race with you that are the top ultra runners in the world. You have the top woman runner from Great Britain, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and you. And you are the oldest person on the start line. Okay, don't think about that because if you think about that, you might as well not get out of bed in the morning. You don't forget it. Just kind of concentrate on the positive. Come on, you're there for a purpose. All right. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you really? Because I have a question for you. What in the world are you doing there? What are you doing? Really, think about it. Oh my gosh. You're going to run 130 miles nonstop, never been done, come on. That was the question I was asking myself last year, 2011, on the start line of La Ultra the High, a race that had never been done by a woman. And I had to stop and evaluate my sanity. So I'm just going to start by going back to the beginning. How did this woman, that is me, with my adorable children, there's Devin, Bailey, who did not want her picture taken, and then Taylor, my youngest, who is all about fun and entertaining. These are my joys, my gifts in my life, and my first portion of my life was raising these great kids, being a mom, PTA. Okay, how does she go from here, how does she transition to running across the Sahara Desert, 150 miles? Okay, don't look at those shoes. Those shoes are not me. Okay, just to let you know. Those shoes, those are gaiters, and when you run through the Sahara Desert, the sands are so fine that they seep through your shoes and they create the most amazing blisters that you will ever experience in your life. So you have to wear gaiters. Now, I just want to tell you, this is the salt flats of North Africa. You can see in the distance that they are the largest sand dunes in the world, the Jergebi. And in this particular race, my backpack is everything to survive and be self-sufficient for 7 days through the desert going 150 miles. Okay, so we're going to get back to that woman with the kids and PTA in a minute. This particular race, it's a little bit different kind of race where you go to checkpoints over the 7 days to do your 150 miles, and everything that you eat and survive on is in that backpack. So you can imagine running across the salt flats at the beginning, you know, not too bad. You hit those sand dunes with 25 pounds on your back. Have you ever tried to run up a sand dune with weight? It digs in. So they told me, okay, you have to really plan, you have to have a certain amount of food. If you run out of food, you are out of food and out of the race. You have to make the food last, you have to have a light pack. And I was cocky and going, I just want lip gloss and a mirror. You know, as long as I kind of look okay, I feel like, you know, I can conquer the world. And the mirror, I realized that they told me you actually have to have a mirror, and it's not for vanity. It's to signal the aircraft if you're stuck out there, and that's your way of survival, seriously. So, you know, about 4 hours after this picture is taken, this is the beginning of the race, I didn't give a crap about the lip gloss. It was like, are you kidding me? That was heavy. That was like 10 ounces. Maybe it was like 2 pounds. At the end of the day, I'm throwing baggies out of my pack to try to get that thing down to be manageable. Okay, that's the Sahara Desert. I'm going to flip back for a second. Back to, okay, so here I am, raising my kids. And I was coming to a portion of my life, the first half of my life, I was very happy and fulfilled, and it was wonderful. I worked full time, I raised my kids, and can I just say that my daughter, the youngest, fun, my adorable is here. Could you please just stand and just turn and say hello? See, what happens?
Kind of hard to tell that's your daughter.
what happens is that these kids grow up and they move away and they leave you. Nobody told me that. I was like, wait. I tell my son, I will plan your entire life, live next door to me. I will pick your wife. Nobody knows you better than me. I can make your life so happy. If they would let, no, Mom, sorry, off to Seattle.
Still here.
She's still here, but she's leaving, it's coming. So I was at a part of my life, seriously, where I was moving towards 50. I realized, okay, my grandmother was 103 when she passed away, super healthy, amazing woman, Sarah McDonald. We called her Grandma Mac, my great-grandmother. At her 100th birthday, I said, Grandma, you're 100, oh my gosh. She goes, oh, honey, don't tell people I'm 100. It's so embarrassing. She goes, just tell them I'm 80. I'm going 80, oh my God. And I figured, okay, if she made it to 100, I have a chance, my genes, I could possibly make it to 100, but half my life is gone and it went fleeting. It's over. So I have this portion of my life that's left that became very precious to me. I'm moving on to the second act, if you will, of my life. So I felt like there was a need I had to create or be or express myself, and I didn't know what it was. My kids are gone, I'm moving on. So how did I get to there? Okay, so I'm going through all these, and actually it's so funny because my dad turned 89 last week. He's adorable, really great shape, and I remember telling him, Dad, gosh, I'm turning 50, and he goes, 50? I'd rule the world if I was 50 again. You're young, age is just a number. I thought, that's true, age is a number, and age, you do have blessings when you age because you have wisdom and you've been through a lot of life experiences. It's not a horrible thing. It's just that you have to keep growing and being and experiencing, and when your job ends, whatever that particular job, or you retire, or your kids are gone, what are you doing with that second half of your life, that precious amount of time that's left? That's where I was at. Meanwhile, I got a call from my girlfriend, Kylie Johnson, back in Virginia. And I'll never forget this. Kylie calls me and says, Molly, hey, you want to train for a marathon together? And I go, God, no. I didn't know people get sweaty. And they don't have happy faces, and it sounds, no. I was just like, no. I wasn't thinking about any goals I had that were related to what she's doing. I thought, poor Kylie. She's having a nervous breakdown. And then I thought, Kylie, she's 35, I'm turning 50, well, she could probably do it, And she goes, no, come on, it'll be fun. I go, no, sorry, bye. I hung up the phone. I thought, that poor woman, poor woman. And I had got my wine, and I went in front of the TV, and I'm thinking, God, and then I'm Googling, is it 25 miles? 26.2? Oh my gosh, that's far. How do people do that? It's like in my mind, and then I'm thinking, 26 point, how do people do like 5? And I'm sitting there, I couldn't concentrate on the show. It absolutely triggered something in me the whole night. I couldn't sleep. I seriously remember that night laying there going, oh, I wonder if I could do 5, 10. And then I'm thinking, what did she mean by the fun part? Because she said, it'll be fun. How do you take fun and marathon and, where's that? So the next morning I called her up, I go, okay, what's the fun part? She goes, oh my God, it's so cool. We're just gonna go, we're gonna have a party. And she goes, fun party, marathon, She goes, we're gonna go, it's the Marine Corps Marathon, we go to each place and they have these rock bands, and she goes, we'll just pretend we're shopping. Oh God, party, shopping. I go, I can go to a party. Sucked in. So still at this time I'm thinking, oh God, okay, whatever. All right, I'll give it a whirl. So I suddenly thought, okay, I have a goal. A goal is really important. I realized how much a goal, I kind of turned me around. I thought, all right, I'll just give it an experiment. What the heck, I have nothing to lose, I'm going to a party. So I started training, didn't know anything about it. Honestly, you guys, I didn't know anything, and I realized the thing that hit me the most, I had not been exercising. I had been working full-time, raising kids. I hadn't been to the club, I hadn't been to the gym. I hadn't had a weight to lift. Honestly, I felt sluggy, mentally unclear. And when I suddenly started thinking, okay, this is going to be good just to exercise no matter what the outcome is, I thought, I'll just work it. So I started training, but I didn't know anything, so I'm running, going, oh my God, a minute? You know, 2 minutes, this is horrible, you know, just running. But I'm going, okay, come on, I can do this. I didn't have any training, no experience, and so 5 weeks into it, my ankle's killing me. And I'm thinking, oh, what is that all about? I went to the doctor, and here's a defining moment that happened for me. I went to the doctor, and I'll never forget, he walks in, he has the x-rays, he's snapping them up, and he says, you have a stress fracture. I go, oh, I do, are you kidding? And he goes, what are you doing? And he's like 30-something. And I go, I'm training for a marathon. And he goes, how old are you? I go, I'm 48. And he goes, pick a different sport. You are too old to be running. He actually said to me, you are too old to be running. And I was like, at first I was so shocked. And then I go, wait. No, honestly, this is a goal. This is really important to me. I'm feeling like suddenly I have something I really want to work towards. And he's going, no, put your foot in the boot, you know. And I go, wait, I actually went online, I heard that you can do pool running. You can do exercises if you have a stress fracture. For the 6 weeks, I said, I don't want to miss this race. Now it's like really a burning desire I have. He goes, no, you're done. So I'll never forget this, and I know that you remember this too. I put the boot on, I went to my car, I went into the house, I felt old, I walked in and Taylor says, oh my God, she goes, that is so cool, you know, and we started laughing, and so she's laughing, Bailey's laughing, my other daughter, and then I'm laughing, and then I burst into tears. I am devastated. And then he goes, sorry, Mom, I didn't mean that. I was just trying to make you happy. And then she goes, no, it's okay. And I go, this Dr. Mean, says I'm too old. And you go, that's lame, you know. That's the good thing about teenagers. Hey, he's stupid, you know. And I go, yeah, he's stupid. And then she goes, yeah, he's mean. I go, yeah, loser, you know. Then we're going, okay, we can get over this. So I was laughing again. And then I thought, you know what, no. I'm not going to have some guy tell me I can't do this. And I got pissed. Okay, then I'm going, okay, he's going down because don't tell me what to do. You know, don't do that. And then I got thinking, oh my gosh, he is telling other people that are listening to him. So I did that marathon. I laughed my ass off for 26 miles. It was horrible time. We had a ball. We pretended we were shopping. We just did whatever it is to finish. I took a picture of myself, or I had the picture of myself crossing the finish line. I sent it to that doctor and said, don't tell people they can't accomplish their goals. Don't do that to people. I go, and I even send them the instructions on pool running. I go, tell your patients if they have a stress fracture and you think they're old, just give them this. I never heard from him again. But the point is that, you know what, if you have something that's a burning desire, nobody knows better than you what's in here and what you're capable of doing. So from that point, I finished that marathon thinking, oh, I wonder how far I could go. You know, just kind of, I had read about ultra running. I just wondered, you know, what could I do? And I remember I was mentioning it to somebody, and somebody said, oh my God, you know, it's crazy, stupid. And I signed up for the 50K over in Calico Ghost Town, California. I didn't even tell anybody I was going to run that because I'm still feeling, I am kind of old, and maybe, you know, I don't know, I didn't have the confidence. I couldn't take any negativity. I couldn't take anybody saying, you know, you're never going to make it, and why are you doing that? I just needed to go experiment. And I went to that. And I was at the start line looking around going, who's older than me, you know? And I said, oh, she looks older. And then, you know, there's this like 19-year-old guy next to me, and I go, oh, don't look at him, don't look. And then, you know, I ran that race, and I was out there digging it. I was out there going, okay, I don't freaking care if I'm last. This is so awesome out here. I was inspired. I was infused with just the beauty of nature, the trails. It was awesome. I crossed the finish line and I called my girls. I said, hey, I just did a 50K, and they go, Molly Sheridan, you got second place in your age group. I'm going, oh my God, I got this trophy. I'm going, oh yeah, I'm bad. I'm a badass now, you know? And then I thought, okay.
How many miles was that long?
That's 30 miles. A 50K is 30 miles. So then I thought, well, I'd like to experiment and do a 50 mile, you know. But I never, okay, I know you're thinking, 50 miles, are you kidding? You know, psychologically, the distance, I'll tell you, it is psychological. It is just a distance. It is amazing what we as human beings can do, and this is the truth. I'm going to flash to the next picture because you're really going to crack up. But I did the 50-mile race only with the objective of taking little bits and pieces to just try to go from aid station to aid station just to see. Okay. And it was hard. It was like at 40 miles, I go, oh my God, you know. And then that you have to make it at certain points, for those of you who don't know ultramarathon, you have to get to certain aid stations in a certain amount of time or they pull you from the course. You don't have all day. You have to keep moving. You walk, you run, you just move through space to get there. And it was so funny because my dear friend, Bill Andrews, had already finished the race and he saw me at like the 45-mile mark going, oh my God, you know. And he's going, you better pick up the pace. You need a 14-minute mile to finish this thing under the time. I'm going, what? Are you kidding me? He was like, I hate everybody. I hate you. I hate this race. This is stupid. I am just trying to get through it. And I am running and then I'm running, and then I'm pissed. And then I'm just, I'm gonna ream him. Don't interrupt me. This race was good up until you. And so I crossed the finish line with 2 minutes to spare. I make the 50-mile. I'm in shock. And Bill, he's kind of sheepishly kind of hiding behind a pole. I go, Bill, and he's going, thank you so much. You are my best friend in the entire world. You know, thanks for letting me know I needed that time. I mean, it was a great experience. Okay, so from there. Okay, I got excited about ultras. And okay, I don't know if any of you heard of Badwater Ultramarathon. It's the premier race. Actually, the Sahara race I was showing you, that's Marathon des Sables. That is a 150-mile stage race in Africa. In Newsweek magazine, Marathon des Sables and the Badwater Ultramarathon are the two toughest foot races on the planet. I did them 6 weeks apart. By accident. What happened was that, okay, you guys are probably looking at me going, oh my God. What happened was that I signed up for Marathon des Sables because it just sounded like an incredible adventure. Meanwhile, I was running some other ultras, and you have to be invited to come and run this. And they turned me down in 2008 because I had no experience. And since they turned me down, I signed up the next, like 6 months later for Marathon des Sables. I was ready to go. Then I got a call in 2009, right after I signed up for Marathon des Sables, to enter this race because I had put together a bigger portfolio. So I just said, okay, I'll just do both. But I went to Marathon des Sables, got back, and then this one is 135 miles nonstop. It's in July in Death Valley. And for those of you who think that that is really loony, it sounds loony, but it is a test of your human endurance. It's your heart, your mind, your spirit. I think it's one of the most fantastic experiences of my life. You have to train, you have to adapt your body. You can't be out there doing something like this on a whim. Your body can adapt to heat, it can adapt to distance. And honestly, I'm a very average person. I don't have a big athletic background. I was doing sauna training and distance training, and I was able to run the distance. I have a crew that was by me the whole time, ice and water and food. There's a whole plan of attack. I was able to finish in under, well, actually I did it in 45 hours, nonstop. It was an incredible experience. So it's just amazing. I know some of you are going, oh, I don't know. I know it's not for everybody. I totally understand and get that some people don't like to run or whatever, but the point is, what are we capable of? You know, not only in your heart and having goals for yourself, but what are we physically capable of? And I started my Desert Sky Venture company 3 years ago. Yes, I have a new baby 3 years ago, and the whole goal of that company is to have people walk and run for health and adventure, to get people moving through space. I totally get that people don't want to do distance, but can they do a 5K? Can you walk? Can you find your energy levels and get your mind clear from walking and running? Absolutely. It's an incredible journey. Okay. The other thing, okay, this is my biggest adventure that really pushed me beyond the limits of what I thought I was capable of was in the Himalayas. There's a race called La Ultra the High, and it's 138 miles nonstop in the Himalayas that we were kind of visualizing at the beginning. I got a call from Dr. Rajat Chauhan in India after I completed Badwater. And Dr. Rajat called me and said, you know, I have this incredible race I'm putting together. It's on the only road in the Himalayas that's open 2 months out of the year. Would you like to come and run it? I go, I'm in, yay, woo, party, you know. And then I looked at the chart and thought, oh my gosh, it was daunting. But again, my only goal is to see how far I can go personally. It's not, and I don't ever start at the start line and go, okay, I'm gonna run 138 miles today. No, I have to break it up in little pieces. And the way I do it really is, and what I've learned about myself is, I've learned that I have mental strength, and I